Greetings everyone. My name is Linda Stolle. I'm going to present on an ethical hacking tool called Netsparker. Let me open my application. So this is a desktop application. Unlike other ethical hacking tools that are found on Kali Linux, that come inbuilt on Kali Linux. This one is a desktop application whereby one can download it and install it on their machine and then start website vulnerability scan with the application. The website vulnerability scan is meant to review or notify of vulnerabilities that are found on your website, on a company website. And the purpose of this is to know what risk we are at so that we can rectify those risks before attackers can attack us. So to start with, you need to have a URL of a website that you want to determine vulnerabilities on. So in this case, I have my URL https 0.webappsecurity.com, and then I'll start my scan. But before I start my scan, I'll expand this options tab, and then as you can see, there are various settings that one can set in order to before doing a scan. But in this case, we can just leave the defaults as they are and then proceed with our scan. Then we start our scan. Here we just say allocate. Okay, and then our scan is begun. Crawling 1 of 3, right? The website is being crawled or is being navigated, and the vulnerabilities that are on this website showing on the issues that are displayed here on this far left bottom pane, and then on the far left upper pane there's the sitemap. It just reveals what is on the sitemap is also what is on the issues, and then the issues or sitemap objects are color coded, which means the vulnerabilities that are found on this website are color coded according to severity of them. Red meaning is too severe, is too critical, and then orange medium, and then the yellowish low, and then blue informational, and then best practice, another blue best practice. So if you click on each and every one, still on the severity of the vulnerabilities, you find that say for on this one, which is out of date version, it shows that our website has got an Apache which is outdated. Let's click on it. If you click on the vulnerability on the main pane, you'll find information about that vulnerability. Okay. All right. Like in this case, insecure transportation security protocol, vulnerability details are shown on the main pane here, and it tells us that Netsparker detected that insecure transportation security protocol is supported by your your web browser, which means our web browser is supporting an insecure transportation layer and has several flaws. For example, your secure traffic can be observed when you have established it over the secure socket layer version 2. The impact is also given. Attackers can perform man in the middle attacks and observe the encryption traffic between your website and its visitors. Also, an attacker can exploit vulnerabilities like drown. Actions to be taken are given, the remedies are also given. So, if you navigate each and every vulnerability, um, information about it or vulnerability details about it are shown on the main pane. Or our scan is already finished here. So, um, red confirmed. It means that the exploitation is also taken place, and then if you click on the attack radar, that's the radar of the attack, and then HTTP requests vulnerability. These are the vulnerabilities that I've been talking about, and then the bottom right to bottom middle pane here, you find that the scan progress is shown, it's complete, and also the summary of our scan. Links: one link, failed request 0, responses 0, total request 140, elapsed 2 minutes, and we started at that time. So this is a quite a comprehensive tool to scan for vulnerabilities. Like I mentioned earlier, one of the vulnerabilities, the common vulnerabilities found by Netsparker is SQL injection. I'm looking for it here. Seems like it's not there. SQL injection. This is SQL injection vulnerabilities enable attackers to inject malicious code or unsanitized inputs into SQL queries. By doing so, attackers can gain access to unauthorized information or modify, create, delete, manipulate sensitive data and user permissions. Usually, SQL injections happen on website that accept user input. So, an attacker can inject their SQL query, and then their goal will be to manipulate or to delete or to modify information in your database, or to extract information and have access to information that they are not supposed to have access to. So basically, that is SQL injection. And then after the end of our scan, like after the scan is finished here, we can also have a look on the report. There are reports that are shown, like OWASP Top 10 2013 report, OWASP Top 10 2017 reports, the Hyper Compliance report, the ISO. All these reports are showing, so you can download the reports. Let me save them to my desktop. Save. We also have vulnerabilities list, the list of all the vulnerabilities that we have found. Let me download this CSV file. Oh, okay, all right. This is the hyper compliance report. Okay, and the risk is critical. Exploitation. This report is generated based on hyper classification. There are 12 more vulnerabilities that are not shown here. Shown below. Please take a look at the detailed scan report to see them. So, like here, you can see that the identified vulnerabilities are shown in the numbers shown there critical. We have 2 high, 1 medium, 1 low, 5 best practice, 1 informational, 0, something like this. And then, okay, we can close this report. And then let's open the vulnerabilities list uh, report. Also save it to my desktop. Right. And the SQL report, the CSV file opens with all the list of vulnerabilities that we have found on our scan in their severity, critical, high, medium, all that is shown in this report. So this is all I had on Netsparker web security scan. Thank you for your time. Good day.